So which crew was anticipating the war exactly? If it wasn't the Italians, it was Rock's crew sitting up, chilling, shooting the shit, selling crack like it's a regular Tuesday afternoon. Who was ready to go to war? Where were all the guns? Where was the security? Where were the men who were supposed to be standing in front of your building? Why were people so easily rolling up with the Scrap would have never let this happen. But it's cool, we shot a soldier like Scrap. Meanwhile, you as the leader, you're up in your house packing up to move. This was not the time for you to sashay around in your pumps. Get on the front lines, girl. Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss Raising Kanan season 2 episode 10 season finale. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Before we get into all things what was really going on in this episode, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're going to come back and discuss if Rock ever thought she had everything under control. This episode here should have let her know right about now, you do not. You need help, mama. You can't do it by yourself. You need help. It's not all about Rock. It's about Rock and everybody else. Because as soon as you thought it was all about you, you couldn't even protect yourself.
Go back.
You guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me. Let's get into this episode. Now we start off right away out the gate with Sam and Marvin. I was like, oh, Shannon, so much for your witness. They wasted absolutely no time. I thought this episode we would have Marvin going on some type of scavenger hunt just to find Sam. Like, not at all. We didn't even have any chance being taken. I'm like, well, damn, did Marvin follow Sam? Like, how did we even get here? But it didn't matter because per usual, Sam had me cracking up. It's like, yo, what's up, man? I got, you know, my snacks and, you know, my backpack right here. I'm finna go right now. Like, you not going nowhere. It's too late. You cannot lie your way out of this. But I do love that it's just like, you know, let me hit the pipe one more time before you take me out, because I don't want to die without that. But we do find out that Sam used to be an accountant, and, you know, even more than that, we really see that this really hurts Marvin. It was nothing for him to shoot the little witness child. It was like, see, look at what you made me do. I tried to do you a solid one, and look what happens. I gotta kill you, bro. I gotta kill you right now. Get your little hit in. And I have to shoot you, though it did not feel good. Marvin just wants more. Like, I love the fact that Marvin wants more, but we do know with the lifestyle that he is in, you can't really have that. Like, the joy that Marvin had in his eyes and on his face when he realized that Juke was moving back in, it was absolutely priceless. It gave me butterflies all in my stomach. I was so happy just to see him so happy. And you know, he's not the easiest when it comes to expressing himself. It's like, yeah, so yeah, when you say your home, or you know, that mean like you living here, or like what you doing? I just love Marlon. And when he said, you know, hey, we got to take care of each other. You know, we are all we have. That just that banter that they have, even though they have been through so much and it hasn't been easy. Juke really recognizes that her father is trying to change and that he is getting better, which I'm sure is what prompted her to feel comfortable enough to move in the first place. But is it me? Like, I know I'm not tripping. The writers have been doing the most this season with Marvin. I have totally been gearing up for them to take Marvin out. I just knew that they were going to try to kill Marvin. Like, the way that he said, you know, we're all that we have, we got to look after each other. Like, it was just almost like a goodbye. I was like, I thought they were giving him all of these endorphins, all these good vibes. Yes, my daughter is back. I can work on their relationship. I can work on myself. You know, we can be okay. I thought they were doing all of that just to break him down and kill him and, you know, do the same and take something that Juke thought she had away from her and, you know, have her spiral even more. Like, I just knew Marvin was going to die this episode. Now, speaking of Juke whoops the choir boy's ass from church. Like, The fact that we had the whole congregation, along with her mother, conspire against her with this boy to hook her up just to test to see if she was gay or not. Like, y'all have nothing better to do in church? Shouldn't y'all be praising God or something? Passing the collection plate around? Yeah, this is what you are consuming your time with? Like, was absolutely crazy. But she wasn't taking that shit lying down like, hey, yo, catch these Tims. She whooped his ass. This season between Juke and Kanan, we have definitely seen the level of violence escalate between them. If them cops wouldn't have rolled up, like, where are you gonna stop? That relentless, that energy that we seen Kanan give off with Freddie when he went and beat him up and took the chain, we definitely got a lot of that coming off of Juke. Like, she was on his ass and she did not want to stop. She was so mad. It's just like, it's nothing. We just talking like real gutter. The savagery is peeking through. I'm scared. And that same thing can be said for Kanan in the way that he was moving in this episode. For him to go like, fuck my mother. I don't give a fuck her. Like, what? He is just so over it. Of course, we know that he knows the real between him and Malcolm. He is so done with her and the lies and the bullshit and the horse that she done rolled in here on. I don't give a damn. When he set up and said, like, we just gonna, go steal some crack. We have him and Famous trying to figure out, we need to come up with this rent money by tomorrow. Huh? I said we need to come up with this rent money by tomorrow. Like, we have bills to pay. You know what the hell am I sitting here for? It's a whole crack house full of crack with my name on it. I wouldn't be taking nothing. This shit is mine anyway. The way that we have Kanan just roll up, like the transition is happening. He's no longer looking over his shoulder, sneaking, waiting to see who's watching, take like that. No, I'm not stealing anything. It's mine. I don't give a fuck who has anything to say about it. You, Marvin, everybody can get the hell out of my face. I'm rolling up in a crack spot and I'm taking shit and I dare any of you bitches to say anything about it. That's that Kanan ass energy. And at first, I do have a tendency to be like, Kanan, here you go. Like, it's not supposed to be nobody on the corner. We're about to go to war. You standing out here with Famous. Once again, just like with Marvin, the writers are playing with Famous's character. Y'all not finna act like y'all didn't set him up to be a crackhead. I am not delusional. But, he's been sober and, forthright. All of a sudden, he's just okay. But we do see that he doesn't have as strong of a heart to be on the corner selling anything, because as soon as some shit go down, he ran the fuck off. Whatever. When we get into Rock, we can't blame Kanan for acting the way that he's acting. Every initial, it's just for you, son. This is all yours. I do this for you. Everything I do is for you. You have fed him that bullshit for years now, to the point that he actually believes it. The only problem is we believe that, but we no longer believe the other bullshit that you fed me all my life. I know that you've been lying to me this entire time about my father. I know you sent me to shoot him. I know that you've been lying about a whole bunch of shit. I know that you probably killed Scrap. Your math ain't mathin'. I'm coming to take this shit. I wish you would roll up. Now, I was looking at Rock a little funny, like, where the fuck is Rock? Your son is out here on these streets when the Italians want to come and roll up on you. Who's to say that they wouldn't try to come and take out Kanan? I don't give a fuck about the whole no women, no kids. Oh, please. This ain't that movie. His life was in danger and she was too busy meeting up in a diner with Unique. Let's talk about Unique. Now, even though I was concerned with Rock's lack of concern when it came to Kanan, like, you don't even know where your son is and who he's really living with or if he's okay, but you're sitting sulking over a picture, thinking about old times and, how your house is not home now that you don't have your son. But we do not have time to think about that because the deal is about to go down. She's about to get everything that she ever wanted. She's about to sell, more heroin and hamburgers. Like, it's about to go down outside, you know what I'm saying? And she wants to know if Unique would like to be there when it does. Like, we already know the type of guy that Unique is, and she does too. So to even mention, working under me, working for me, I want you to get a bigger piece of the pie, but you're still going to be technically working for me. Unique is not the type to work for anybody for long. He's very smart. He's very savvy. He's a street dude, and he wants his own piece of the pie. And the same can be said for Abraham later in the episode, who cut his own deal. She is always underestimating these dudes surrounding her, assuming that these niggas want to work under her. Nobody wants to be Manny, everybody wants to be Tony. Everybody wants to be Scarface. Nobody wants to be an underling, but she is just assuming, not so much with Unique, but with Abraham, like, oh, you guys are indebted to me. You know, you owe me one. Not only did I take out Cartier, but you guys were being treated unfairly. I could pay you more. People want power, especially when it comes to Rock being in the game that she is in. 9 times out of 10, nobody wants to be submissive to it. We can work under Cartier all day long, but we don't want to be submissive and work underneath a woman. It's just something demeaning about that. Oh, now that you've taken him out, this just opens up a space for me to cut my own deal and go into business for myself, when she definitely thought, oh, you guys are going to be on the front line. You guys are going to be helping with these Italians. You guys owe me. Look at what I did. Yeah, all you did was take out some competition for somebody else to feel like they could get ahead, and they went behind your back. She is expecting loyalty. There is no loyalty and no honor anywhere. But you know who does give loyalty? Does give you a little honor? A nigga like Unique. When Unique leaned in that diner and said, you know, so Rock, what's up? You know, you ever catch feelings for me? I was like, oh, absolutely. I am definitely here for this. The power couple move would be bold as fuck. Not only would they be a good look, they will be ruthless, deep pockets, good sex. It's all a good look over here. They match each other's energy. Like, Rock is always trying to sun somebody and talk some shit. Like, Unique could definitely shut all that shit down, then give us some dick on the side. I was just seeing, you know, what the things could be, you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, Unique turns down the proposition. It's like, you know what, me and Royale, we're moving on to greener pasture. He always wants to do his own thing. Now, as far as them in a relationship, that probably wouldn't work. Both of them, you know, like to be in control, like to talk shit, like to have power. So they will probably be combative, but I am absolutely not against us at least getting one good freakum ass Unique and Rock scene, because I feel like that shit would be real gutter and real necessary. Some shit that we haven't gotten on the show in a while. Like, I've been looking at Detective Shannon and her girlfriend for a little too long. But I feel like Rock really sees the brilliance and the type of dude that Unique is and what he has to offer, which is why she kept him there in the first place and why she even kept him alive after that situation with Juliana. Juliana in this episode, boy, what a little makeup and a blouse would do for you. Work whole magic. When we get all bold, like the cousin was sitting there, like, I'm like, she in charge? When did she get in charge? She has completely like, oh no, you can get out of my face. You didn't get rid of Unique. You allowed him to come in and play in my face and hee and ha rub his hands together, kidnap me, and this nigga is still around. Yeah, if you can get product from somebody else, I suggest you go do that. Like, bye. I was like, wow, look at Juliana. We get real bold when we put on a nice shirt, get our ends clipped and get our edges bumped. Like, since when is she about that life? When she was like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm dangerous too. Like, look out for me, Juliana on scene. Girl, you know you ain't about that life. Like, maybe this has been a situation of her being, you know, misused and abused all those years. Maybe now she got a little air in her chest. But like, don't let your whole tempo change if you just happen to see Unique and he come breathe on you. Like, keep that same energy, Juliana. We see you. Now, everybody isn't just solely stepping away from Rock because of Unique. We do know that everybody feels like the block is hot. You messing around with these Italians. It's getting to be a little too much. Now, Rock in this whole war with the Italians, like, it was so this episode, nobody seems to be prepared. When we have Lulu and Marvin, you know, get real Scully gang, shotgun, Timberland boots and jail suits and go and shoot up the, like, they are always just so open. Everybody in this fucking episode was just open and ready, you know, aim and fire and get killed. It was so freaking annoying to me. The way that they were able to just roll up, the way that we have the Italians backdoor and roll up on them in the end, all up in their crack spots. Not one, not two, but three. Every single place got hit. And why? Where were the people? Like, I understand that she was relying on, you know, Abraham and the crew, like, for some backing, but like, where was everybody? Like, first of all, we have, you know, multiple people inside of the crack spot. These people should have been out. Like, nobody was on the front line. I thought Rock had, you know, hitters on the roof. You know, nobody can just roll up here. Couldn't fool me. Everybody just rolled up. Like, I wish that it could have had, you know, a little bit more intensity. I thought like, oh shit, it is about to go down. Once we meet the Don, we meet goddamn Tony Danza. We had to get permission from Tony Danza, aka Who's the Boss Tony. Still looking a little tasty even in his old age. Hey. Child, when he gave Sal permission with the go-ahead and called her a Tootsie Roll, child, I fell out. But he gets the okay. And even prior to that, we know that Rock had already previously been there. Within this episode and how she was talking before, it's like it's nothing. You know, we're everybody 1,500 times over. I hear what you're saying, Rock, but we are outnumbered and outgunned, which they were with how easy they were able to roll up to multiple spots at once. But like with the way that Rock was talking, I just knew that she was going to be way more prepared than this. You mean to tell me everything as far as your plan following through and getting this deal done relied on somebody else? This relied on the backing from Abraham and the crew and them being there to be on the front line with you? I just absolutely can't believe that. Like, the way that she was talking, I just knew like we were gonna have to go through a whole setup, child. It's gonna be some barricades, like everybody's gonna have a gun and be on the front lines like this, like what's up? No, everybody's just chilling in the crack spot. Everybody's just selling crack, chilling, shooting the shit like it was a regular sunny afternoon. Like nobody looked equipped like we are going to war. And the same can be said for her. Like this was not the time to be sulking about Kanan, sulking about the fact that we have this big house and really nobody to live in it, sulking about the fact that, you know, your plan or, you know, what you thought was your plan has spiraled completely out of control. And now what you thought was going to happen isn't going to happen. And not only do you not have any backing from Abraham, you don't even have a connect anymore. And a group of Italians on your ass. This was not the time to be packing a box, to be spiraling out of control, to be pushing away the people who do happen to care and ride for you like your brothers. Let's talk about Lulu. Why she go off on Lulu like that? Like, did you see the tears simmer all up and through Lulu's eyes? Like, wow, I own you, nigga. I'm a slave now? Like, the way that she came at Lulu. Mind you, I'm just as tired of Lulu shutting down the studio like Diddy on Making the Band as anybody. Like, every single time something happens, you know, oh, I'm done with this, I'm going, but you never actually do anything. You owe me 10 times over. You don't actually have any money. Any money you ever thought you have is actually my money. Even the studio that you thought was yours, I don't think any of us were surprised, you know, when he went, first child, when he got that paper, I thought it was some more bills coming. I was like, you know what, just shut down the studio. Just fuck it. Get Caesar in that little fake ass Mary J. Blige Real Love beat that she came in here with and just go, because it's not worth it. But no, it's actually money owed. Like, Rock clearly set up some type of deal with Camacho. She bought a portion of it, and it's just like, yeah, if anything happens, your mother gets a little money or whatever, but for the most part, I own this studio. I already own your ass and every dime that you thought you put into this studio. So this studio is pretty much mine. Get the fuck over it. Like, I just felt so freaking bad for Lulu. Like, I understood what Rock was trying to say. Like, you ain't got the answer, Sway. You know what? I can go ahead and say Sway had the answers. This is what I have to do. You know, talk all of this shit about what you don't want to do and all the family. I'm just tired. And this was like, I don't owe you any explanation. You are not equipped to make the moves that I make. I had to fucking put down scrap and he didn't even fucking do anything. I have to live with that. All the business deals, all the shit that we have to do behind the scenes. You're not equipped to handle that, but you want to talk shit to me, but still use me for money from the family business that you claim you no longer want to be a part of. I'm done. I'm leaving. Yet your ass is still here. Understandable. But do we have to talk to him that way? Is it a good idea to isolate and belittle the brothers that are constantly here for you in a clutch? Like, I really wanted to hear Lulu voice some more of his opinion, and when he was saying like, but you know, when you needed this done, I did it. When we needed this person taken out, I did it. This is all a collective. We all move together. If one of us fall off, it fucks up the whole dynamic. She feels like, I can do this without any of you. I don't need you. You need me. When actuality, you do need them. A lot of the shit that they are in now, the whole war with the Italians, everything is an extension of their family dynamic being broken. If their shit was tight, I doubt any of this will be going on. They will be completely untouchable. That's why when Cartier was about to get shot, it was just like, well, whatever, you got me in this elevator, you guys are about to take my life. y'all don't even trust each other. Your shit is fucked already, whether I'm dead or not. And it definitely is. Because Rock feels like, I don't need you, you need me. If you didn't need anybody, the presence of a soldier like Scrap being missing would not be felt. If you didn't need anybody, we wouldn't have somebody like Unique sticking like glue to somebody like Roel. Like, even though, just like Rock, he is very much so the brains behind everything. I'm the brains of this operation. But you need your soldiers. You need somebody to cover your ass, somebody to have your back, somebody to do the heavy lifting, somebody to call. Like, when you don't have those things, your shit falls apart. And your shit is falling apart. Now, speaking of shit falling apart, let's get into Detective Shannon. I didn't want to talk about her. Like, I would just like to say that Kanan pushing her down on the ground was the funniest shit that I have seen on TV in a long time. When I tell you I died, like, I fell the fuck out when he pushed her. It's like, oh, you're in big trouble now, buddy. You pushed me on the ground? I'm a detective. Girl, sit down. From the very beginning, when we have Detective Shannon on the hunt for Sam, she all in the crack house. She is always putting herself in some type of predicament to get knocked the fuck out. Like, why are you here? Why are you here? Like, let it go. Like, if we have to sit, even when we have, her discover Sam's body and, the whole team is there and Malcolm and they're going back and forth, just to have Malcolm, like, say, girl, let it go. Like, she doesn't want to let anything go, like to sit up in her girlfriend's face to go, if anything happens to me, it was probably Malcolm. Everybody's on my ass. The department doesn't have my back. They're going, leave it alone. After we've had her silly ass bail Juke out of jail as if that was just going to make her magically give her the scoop, give her the tea. Yeah, I bailed you out. Now snitch on Malcolm and snitch on your own cousin. That was never going to happen. The fact that Juke is, this reliable resource to go, oh, well, what should I be doing? Like, I need to watch my back. Tell me more, Juke. Like, girl, if you do not sit down and get a freaking grip. When she tells her pretty much in so many words out of her own mouth, like, watch your back, watch out for Malcolm in so many words, like, child, first of all, that whole conversation with Juke and Nicole's dad, it's like, it was getting on my nerves. Him and that whole, you're black. You have every right to be in fear of the police and be terrified as a black person. I understand. Sir, eat a sandwich. Please move. Get out of my face. Just, in denial at the fact your child stole this crack out of my bag herself and smoked it herself. Nobody forced it. Nobody made her. Like, he has it all made up in his head, courtesy of, some shit that he had made up and some shit also that I'm sure Malcolm said when he visited the home. This was your daughter. This was Nicole's decision to do, and I need you to accept that. Let's not go into season 3 with him trying to make fetch happen with that Nicole situation. In fact, season 3, I really don't want to hear nothing about Nicole, because if I see her parent, either one of their asses rolling up, I understand your fear as a black person. Just tell the truth. It's okay. I'll be there with you every step of the way. Get out of my face, sir. Get out of my face. But if we have Juke give you a fair warning that she didn't have to give your ass, but y'all have this little cute banter, you still persist to the point that you want to arrest and harass Kanan. Now, if you just wanted to arrest Kanan on possession, fine. Even though it was in the trash can and Famous ran off, I don't know what the hell is going on with Famous' character. We even have the witness, the old man, be questioned about him shooting Freddie or who maybe shot Freddie, at which he just throws the business card away. It's just like, okay, is anything going to come of that? Are we going to bring up Palomar and that gun or any of that situation next season? The world may never know. But whatever. I caught you selling some crack. No. You don't run him down to the station for that immediately. You go to the park. You want to question him, intimidate him, and tell him everything that you know. Like, if Kanan wanted to shoot you, he could have shot you. Like, you're out here open, no backing from the department, no partner. Like, girl, just stop. I would not be surprised if, next season she's just dead, because what else are we going to do with her? If anybody could have been deaded this season, I would not have been mad if it was Detective Shannon. But no, we moseyed on around her ass and happened to just kill everybody else. Now, getting into all the shots fired in the end, of course, we have Malcolm and Kanan on their way to Rock to talk and just talk about this whole thing with Detective Shannon because she knows too much. Outside of that, we managed to kill Sam. We killed Kenya. We shot Marvin. Like, Cesar, like, everybody was getting got. Like, I just knew that something was going to happen. And, with our strong inner workings of the circle, mostly Marvin. But when we have Lulu just pretty much say, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to do anything. Fuck the studio. This belongs to my sister. I'm leaving. And they roll up and, you know, take out Caesar's. I love how Caesar just went to the ground like, oh, damn, I'm shot. But nobody here just hit hard for me to be like, oh, I'm gonna miss, you know, Caesar with her Empire Star ass songs and trying to fuck on Lulu every episode. I'm gonna miss that. I'm not like, girl, you know, see you later. You saw too much anyway. You was a witness to far too much. You had to go. You and your real love beat, it'll be used elsewhere. I'm sorry, you gotta go. But, you know, of course, Lulu comes out clean. We get into goddamn Marvin, like, I just knew this was it for Marvin. They like faked us out so good. Like they had Marvin get shot. I'm like, y'all really trying to play with my emotions. The fact that one of the few good deeds that Marvin has done this entire season was the open door, like literally and physically. Old dude in the wheelchair opened the door. I got you, my nigga. I got you, homie. Come in. Like, it hit Marvin. I was like, oh. It's like, I don't want the show and the writing to play on my intentions. I have a problem with when writing gets misconstrued with shows and they kind of mosey around killing anybody in the core circle of the show, so they add on all of these characters, you know, new characters like Kenya, like Caesar, like Cartier that we don't know, just so they can have somebody to kill off and give the show some tension. I really wish the writing could have been better there, because I'm like, wow, y'all really trying to play with us. But it's not like I want to lose Marvin either. I just wish the writing could have been better, kind of like what they did with Lulu last season when we thought that was the end all to be all for Lulu, and of course he ended up being okay, but Marvin was fine. Marvin was fine, and I can't say that, you know, I would be mad at it. Like, I was like, oh God, that was a close one. Rock's ass. Rock packing in the midst of all of this, like even Rock packing, Marvin going home alone to, you know, lay on his couch and just realizing that it was Juke and it wasn't, you know, some crazy, I guess, Italian in his house. Like, where was the unison? Everybody separated, went into their little separate corners. Like, how are you guys ever going to be okay? That was a whole hit. Like, what, is this how we prepare for war? We all separate and don't have nobody on the front lines. We're packing in the house when niggas are getting shot up. Like the fact that she thought the little two guards in the front was gonna do something. The two guards that the Italians had seen like 2 episodes ago took their asses out. We had Kenya roll up. I'm coming, you know, hello Barbara, this is Shirley, woman to woman. But I can't get out, she's dead. Absolutely dead. And then I was like, oh, like, we couldn't really, you know, go too much further with your character. We see exactly who you are, what exactly were you going to come and say, were you going to try to really get to know Juke, were you going to try to be more accepting? No, you're not, because you allowed her to get beat the fuck up, pounced on, you know, the little man, like, that whole elaborate little setup y'all did at the church. No, you going back over there and praise the Lord. But no, she's dead. And then we have the other cop out that these shows love to do. I just hate when they set it up to where, oh, when somebody's about to die, like we know that Rock isn't gonna die. If she was gonna die, the Italian would have just came in and shot her. He has to roll up. You should have stayed on your side. Why'd you even come to Jersey? Sal is gonna love this. Like, you gonna shoot her or not? But amongst all the talking, of course, we have somebody roll up with the gunfire. I wish they would have just cut away and we could have just had, you know, a silent shot. And we wouldn't have any dialogue, just to maybe give us maybe the thrill that he might actually shoot Rock, even though we know, just add some intensity. Like, y'all always giving shit away with the right and have him rolling up, pausing, giving a fucking high-mighty speech. We ain't asked for that. I was thinking, like, for 2 seconds, I'm like, you're sitting there all in Lulu's face, talking that shit, talking about, I don't need you, you need me, you don't have no fucking where to go, you a slave, nigga, type, like, oh, but you don't need me. Look who is rolling up to save your ass. I really thought that Lulu had came and, you know, got it, because, you know, he got away. He shot both of the Italians. I thought he figured, you know, if they're coming at me in the studio, they're definitely coming for my sister. Let me go save her ass, even though she feels like I ain't shit. No! Absolutely not! It was fucking unique. I was like, oh, not rolling up saying Southside. Oh! I was so surprised. I was so freaking surprised. I was like, wow. He said, y'all fuck with the wrong one now. You know, I said, fuck it. And I was, you gonna move on to greener pastures and whatnot. with me and Royale, y'all not only shot up my nigga, but you shot at me. You shot at me. You ain't give a damn about me and my life just because, you know, I didn't want to throw rock under the bus. You said, fuck me. Oh, okay, it's gang gang now. I'm gonna team up with her. It's no longer, you know, me versus them, me and Royale. This is a south side ass situation. I'm going to help her out. Like, wow. Now, are we going to get some sex, you know, some I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get that, but I really like that, even though I was like, it was not Lulu. Like, what does this mean for Lulu? Like, is he actually going to leave? Like, if anything said you needed to leave this shit alone, it's definitely Sascha getting shot right in front of your face. Like, damn, this studio is not any type of sanctuary. I'm still very much so connected to everything that goes on with my sister's shit. I just don't want to be a part of anymore. Or he gonna run away somewhere, he gonna do the Sam, he gonna get on the bus and actually go somewhere. I would love to see it, but that's pretty much it for the episode. Of course, we have them to link up with Malcolm and Kanan outside, and it's just like, what are we gonna do now? Like, how is this dynamic gonna go? It's gonna be very interesting. I mean, Malcolm, you're still a detective. you're still a detective. So exactly what is this gonna do? My question is, does anybody else think that Unique is breezy? Is Unique Breeze, like, is he? He had, like, the way that it's going, I'm like, is he Breeze? Like, I'm done with it. I thought we were gonna figure out who Breeze was before this season was out, but maybe not. But that was the finale, you guys. I'm not gonna say that I'm disappointed. I did expect a little bit more with the we going to war. It just seems like the way that our characters were acting, the things that they were doing, it just didn't really make any sense. So I did want some more there. But other than that, I did like the episode. I just want a little bit more when it comes to the writing. Sometimes it can get a little lazy, and y'all can do better. Y'all be reaching all these type of plateaus. Don't get lazy where it counts. Write that shit. But you guys drop down and tell me what you thought about the episode, what you thought about my review. Please like and comment. You know, y'all just be blowing up the spot, just leaving, being all selfish. I'm sick of it. But I see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.